Do you remember going to the arcade? You put a coin and play the game of Catch the Light. When the human eye receives vast amounts of information, it goes directly to the one that's popping and plays into itself. It's the same as catching the light to click on it. The more clicks, the more points. The more points, the more levels you unlock.
If people don't click, they don't watch, so you want to give them something to click.
It's simple as that. Thumbnails represent small ads for your video, and it's your audience's first impression of your content. If your video is recommended to 200 people, only 4 of them have clicked, your click-through rate will be 2%. In other words, 2% of people were interested enough to click on your video. The CTR rates can send positive or negative signals to YouTube's video recommendation system. If it is low, the YouTube algorithm will mostly bury your video and not recommend it anymore. If you're making the best content on YouTube and you're spending thousands of dollars to create it, and you put a bad looking thumbnail on it, nobody would click. Everyone judges the book by its cover in this industry. I will show you 2 thumbnails and you have to tell me which one attracts you more. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Time. I think most of you were attracted by this one more, right? I don't really care about which one attracts you more. The point of this test is to show you that you have only 1 second to take a decision, and that's because a second is an ever spent time for a person to look at a thumbnail on the YouTube feed. In that short period of time, your eyes will be disinclined to see many details in such a small size, and it commands your brain to just move on and keep scrolling. If your eyes take 100 milliseconds to send an image to the brain, you have 0.9 seconds averagely to convince the user to click on your thumbnail. If you don't, you failed the game of thumbnails. Do you want to play again? Okay. Level 1. Simplicity and accuracy. Just imagine that a glitch happened in the YouTube system and all the videos are now displayed without titles. Do you think that your thumbnail alone can deliver the message of the video? Let's take a look at these thumbnails and try to guess the title with me. This one, for example, is obviously about turning a penny to more money. This one looks like cleaning the beach. This is about visiting a radioactive place. All of these thumbnails are almost the same. Simple background, big face, and clear object of the video. Let your thumbnail deliver the maximum that you can get of your idea and leave the rest for the video title, because human eyes tend to see pictures before reading the text underneath them. One day, Yesti retweeted these 2 pictures and asked their fans to help them choose the right thumbnail for the video. Mrbeast replied to that tweet saying that the interesting stuff is too far away and the bottom 50% of the image doesn't add anything. And following his advice, they actually changed the thumbnail with a bigger face and clearer image of the object. And guess what? Their video got one of the highest click-through rates on their channel. I also found a cool article on J Alto Twitter account. He's a genius. You can find his Twitter account link in the description if you need to learn many cool things about thumbnails. This article was dropped by Netflix and it's called The Power of a Picture, and it's a study about Netflix users' reaction to their thumbnails. Netflix found that humans respond to faces, especially the ones with complex emotions. Seeing a range of emotions actually compels people to watch a story more. An image's tendency to win dramatically dropped when it contained more than 3 people. You see, simplicity is the key. And don't forget that thumbnails are really small. Level 2. Colors. Do you remember that game of Catch the Light? Your thumbnail's colors are representing the light in this case, and you have to make them shine. Using bright colors will allow your thumbnail to grab attention and stand out from its surroundings. Colors like bright red, bright yellow, and neon green can feel energizing and make you feel more alert. Also, using opposite colors from the color wheel is really pleasing to the eye. In his video, Ryan is wearing a light green hoodie, and when you see the thumbnail, it's orange, because orange and blue are complementary colors. If I gave you these two thumbnails, which one attracts you more? Opposite colors win, of course.
You know what, actually these colors aren't great. I'm gonna go and change it into a white t-shirt to get a more proper thumbnail. You just wait there.
I will.
In fact, actually, you can put your hoodie on because that's a bright color.
Yup. Big creators know very well that colors matter, and changing clothes to get the perfect shot for the thumbnail is not counted as an extra work for them. Also, colors can play a huge part in building a brand. Colin and Samir, for example, uses this yellow color on most of their thumbnails. That's not only eye-catching, but it also makes consumers trust your brand. The more consistent you are, the more the connection rises, until at some point users will know that this video belongs to you, even if your channel name is no longer to be found. Creativity is seeing the world differently, and showing that on your thumbnails will encourage people to click on your videos. It can be shown through your edits, or even your camera angles. People love to see something new and different, so try to do that with your thumbnails. Using big faces and bright colors is a winner, but only when you know where to use them. In these examples, you can notice that the object of the video is way bigger than the person himself, and that's to convey the size difference. You can't tell that's a lonely house if the thumbnail image is this instead of the actual one, and you can't tell the big size of this statue if they did not use a low angle shot. Whitening the teeth and smoothing the face are also details that grab attention and make the expression clearer to recognize. It's these little things that attract your eyes unconsciously and urge you to click as soon as possible. Also, original video idea equals higher chance to make a successful thumbnail. Congrats! You've reached the last level, which is the most important one. Study your niche, and that means to do a research about what works for you specifically. Let me break down this for you. YouTube announced for the creators that the YouTube thumbnail system is now using high technologies like face recognition, and that means when a user clicks on a thumbnail that has a face on it, YouTube will recommend him more videos that have faces on their thumbnails. And using these methods, YouTube aims to recommend the right videos for the target audiences. For this reason, in order to feed the right video content to your audience, you must first know who is your audience and what their eyes are used to. It's very easy to study your niche. If your videos are about business, just look for popular business videos on YouTube and analyze their thumbnails. Learn what people like about them. You have a gaming channel? See what works more. Glow? Check. Game characters in front? Check. You have an unboxing channel? Product in focus? Check. Person out of focus? Check. You have a reaction channel? Big face? Check. Red arrows and circles? Check. Save all the thumbnails that you liked so far and try to come up with something inspired from them, but also creative in your own way. Following these 4 rules helped many creators to step up their thumbnail game and reach more people. Learning from your fails is good, but learning from others' experiences is better, because simply, the game is the game.